Sprague's is Yuma's Yeti headquarters, the best Yeti selection and free ice for life. Sprague's has 15 lanes of certified indoor shooting range and gun rentals you can try before you buy. That's Sprague's Sports, Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters. Responsible gun ownership since 1956. 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
AM 560 KBLU, Russ Clark with you, and Nick's on the phone. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, man, I haven't taken the time yet to explain who you are, but you're ultimate Bon Jovi.
Yes, I am. Part of it.
Okay. And you're going to be in Yuma November 8th, downtown Main Street. Yep.
I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, we're really excited to play Yuma. We were playing there. I'm in a Bottoms Up, which is a Van Halen tribute, and it's just what a great town. We stayed out that night by the bars and just hung out and had some great food. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Downtown's a nice little place. I kind of like it. It's not a bad place to be late evening. A lot of fun. And it looks like there's a Rock of Ages is going to be with you, Yuma group. Yeah. It's
always a good time to play with other bands that are, doing the 80s because, 80s rock and roll, live forever, right? I mean, that's the time period that I grew up in. And
unfortunately, I'm old, Nick. I remember it. I do remember it. And now you're the lead singer.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so how do you prepare for that? What do you do? Listen to everything Bon Jovi ever did?
Yeah, I went through that phase where it was just like night and day. And, like any tribute band, you try to, sound like them and look like them. And,
right.
I just got into it kind of like I wasn't even expected to do it. I just looked like them back, I don't know, it's been 15 years or so. And so then somebody says, well, you look like Bon Jovi. And I was like, I can't sing, And then I
seriously?
Right. I tried one song and I was like, wow, I kind of have his tone. So to get back to the question, I just studied him and listened, and I still continue to listen because, he's just such a great, iconic singer.
It's a unique sound, too. And obviously, if you capture that, that's some practice. And that's some work. So it's good to know. So I'm 67. Maybe I could learn to sing. You never know.
Honestly, I was 50, and I started, and I had to tune down a whole step, right? So I was like in the basement. The songs were just very low, and I just kept practicing, and I found a guy online. I don't know if I can mention, people.
Sure.
It was Brett Manning, and it was just, it's his course that really helped me discover all the chambers of the voice. So yeah.
Really?
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I mean, it is a talent that's learned. I mean, it's nothing. Maybe there's some people born with it. I don't know, but I definitely don't have it, Nick. I'm not any competition, buddy.
Russ, I really do believe some people are just great singers. Like I had to work for it and develop it, and now I feel like, now I'm a singer. I can go and sing the whole 2 hours or 190, and moving aside of that part of it too, entertainment is really a big part of it too. I mean, I just love it. And when the band plays, we just give everything, and the crowd really starts to, we just start manufacturing this awesome show, because of the crowd and the love for music.
Well, and people that had a love for Bon Jovi, you mentioned the look and everything too. They liked the entire package, and I guess you say you've studied that entire package on how they performed, how they set up stage, what they did on stage and stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So all these old people can go there and have flashbacks.
I think so. Yeah, we just we played a golf resort, right, and there was about 300 people there, and we're all up there, 55 and older, right? And we really, that was probably one of the best shows. They just, especially the us older crowd, we want to sit and watch, right? We don't want to get up and And, style like I always say to Paul McCartney, clap your hands, stomp your feet. But, yeah, they were up. And, it's just something very powerful because I know when I used to go, or still I went to go see Iron Maiden, you go home and you're like, wow, that was, what just happened? But it was just powerful. I mean, it made another impression in what we want in our life, and that's, powerful memories.
Yeah, we never thought back in the 80s I'd be doing a 55 and plus Bon Jovi thing. But there we are.
Isn't that crazy how fast our lifetime goes? And you just, it is.
Now, Bon Jovi's still current. Bon Jovi still is together. I don't know if they do tours or anything anymore.
I kind of felt bad. I feel bad for John because he had some vocal issues.
Okay.
And, his mom said something to the fact that, think about it. They're doing tours, and the night, like she even mentioned, the night when they had to play Madison Square Garden, he couldn't sing. So, it's easy to go to a doctor and get a steroid shot.
No.
And I think after so many, it probably takes its toll.
Yeah, you start doing that, and eventually you're gonna run a course to where you're not gonna get back to where you were. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
I would be afraid of that.
Yeah, you know what, Russ? I mean, I'm a guitar player too, and I have 30 guitars, right? So if one breaks a string, one, the electronics go, I can just pick up another one. But
Right.
You have one voice, and I always worry, flu season, you get one little part of your throat and you can't sing, and it's horrible, really, because that's your instrument. So
you got to take care of it. Well, and I've been doing this radio thing for 20 some years, and there has been a couple days that I remember I absolutely had zero voice and couldn't do it. It was horrible.
Yeah,
and,
that's got to be tough for you, Russ.
Well, no, it was. I like doing it, but I know I have to take care of my voice, which I do, because I do 3.
How do you?
I exercise in the morning before I get up. Before I get on the radio, I go through some vocals and stuff and make sure my voice is warmed up, my vocal cords. And if I ever miss it, I notice because I'll be cracking and stuff when I first get going.
Yeah.
I just didn't warm them up. And salt water and stuff at times to, if I feel there's a little soreness or something, I keep it. But no steroids. I'm not going to do that. I'll skip a day if I have to. Yeah,
so you do salt water. Does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to keep that
a
in mind.
little bit of gargling and stuff. But I don't sing, and I know singing is a lot more strenuous than anything I do. That's got to be tough. But I think it's like any muscle, any exercise. You keep using it properly, you're going to get strong, I would assume.
I do believe that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm fortunate because as I get older, I'm always thinking, is it going to start, getting that older person's voice, but from the system, right? But there's a scientific reasoning behind it. You have your vocal cords, and when the vocal cords and the muscular, armature of it starts getting weak, then the cords don't close, and then that's where you get that breathy feeling. So,
I don't know exactly what caused that. I'm going to have to ask the doc. I get a doc on Tuesdays. I get a doctor come in and we talk some medical stuff. I'm gonna have to ask him where that comes from because I'd like to keep doing what I'm doing and not stop. I'm old enough to retire. I don't want to. I like what I do, and so I don't want to get a crackly voice that I can't keep up or I sound like I'm out of breath. So I'm in the gym constantly and I'm doing a lot of cardio and I'm assuming that'll help. But I don't know. I need to ask the doc. I'll let you know when I find out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Check out. It's called speech level singing, and that's, like I said, Brett Manning or Seth Riggs. And the actual process was just for vocal therapy. And I don't think a lot of singers that I've known. I do know a lot of singers, and I ask if they follow that system, and they don't.
Oh, they don't.
I listen to you, and it's like, you got to warm up. So to me, it's like, okay, what can I do that really is the best, right? Because you can find one process and go, well, that wasn't the best. So yeah, I think if we take care of our voice, and like you said, exercise. I'm really into exercise, right? Keeps you healthy. Yeah.
Well, now to keep your lungs healthy and stuff, so you keep having a full breath, because some of those notes you hold for a few seconds.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's funny because in Lay Your Hands on Me, there's that long, note that he sings, and I always hit it. And there's one time I went to, hit it, and it was like, I don't know, you're in the moment, and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't have enough breath, and and the funny part about that is I've really learned that I'm a human, and we're all human, right? And to me, I shouldn't say I like it, but when something like that happens, man, it's with the band, we look at each other and we just kind of laugh, and the crowd laughs, right? I mean,
it's live. It's live. It's not taped, so you got to take the whole show. Exactly. Whatever happens, man. But I like that better. I like the live better.
Yeah, me too.
Than I do all that. And I just want to mention again, you're going to be here on November 8th. Doors open at 6:30 down on Main Street. What's your favorite? There's got to be some songs you love to sing for Bon Jovi. Your favorite ones?
Oh boy, that's the ones I love the most are the ones the crowd really gets into.
Okay.
And one that really just living on a prayer. I mean that's great. The crowd helps me sing that one at the end of the night, and they're all singing it, and It's My Life. That one's another.
So you like the crowd pleasers, which
absolutely, yeah.
Well, and there's something to be said for that. But I mean, when I'm in a studio, so I don't have a crowd. But when I do MC work or other things, it's a lot of adrenaline rush to get the whole crowd paying attention, involved, engaged, versus looking at their phones and doing something else.
To me, if that doesn't happen, I look at the band. We're all like so close. My son actually, rejoined the band. He's Richie, and for a while, we own a martial arts studio. I'll get back to the original thought here, but he had to kind of take some time off. He had a baby, and it was like he joined a band back in he was 14. Right now, he's 26, turned 27, and he's just when he's on stage, it just boom, it's a powerful moment. So that's it. If we don't, if the crowd isn't on their feet, we're like, okay, what did we not do, right?
Yeah. Because they're coming there knowing that you're a Bon Jovi, tribute band, and so they're already keyed up. So you would think you do your, if you're hitting it right, they'll appreciate it. Yeah,
Russ, I had to go get my hair because you got to keep that Bon Jovi look, I don't want to have to, wear a wig.
What, you got implants?
Heck no, dude. I went and had I get the highlights, and I own a martial arts studio, so I have a lot of students, right, that are just they know me and my son, him and I run it. So I came in the other day and they laugh, man. They're like, I got teenagers that are there. There's Master Nick again with his haircut, and it's exciting, Russ. Man,
good life for you.
Life is something to help people find their way and be an inspiration. As you and I probably had our, I had my inspirations and people that
Of course, there's mentors throughout life. We got to take advantage of them because they want it, and then you become a mentor.
Yeah. I never thought I was going to be that old guy, like the oldest in the room. I was like, wait a minute, I was always the youngest. What happened here? Well,
congratulations. Yeah, you don't sing that song, I Hope I Die Before I Get Old. I forget who wrote that. But
yeah, I hit when I am 64, and this is the main year of the Beatles classic.
Yes.
And,
I say they're still singing. Two of them are still out there anyway, Ringo and Paul.
Yeah.
And who would have thought they'd outlived? I mean, the Rolling Stones outlived them. Nobody would have guessed that.
Who would have thought that Keith Richards, right? I mean, I heard back in the 60s, they had to give him blood transfusions and stuff. And
Yeah.
power of music, Russ, right?
Yeah.
Power of what you do. You deliver it
guess.
through the airwaves, man.
I guess I don't know what it is, but they get to see you on. Now, where's home for you?
I'm originally from Chicago, and then I moved out to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, so you're
1995. Yeah.
You're in Arizona. Good. So it's not a long trip for you. You can make that easily.
Yeah.
And-
That's always
And you have a martial arts studio there in Phoenix?
in Scottsdale. Correct. Yeah. Yep.
No, I'm going to have to visit that. I'm more interested in that probably.
You know, one
than
thing I
singing.
could tell you, I've been doing my training for 52 years now.
Okay.
And if you can get into some Tai Chi practice that deals with breathing, deals with relaxing, there's such a powerful practice, right? And I can go. We can have a whole nother day on the radio on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, get into some breathing. Are you going to be there on the 8th?
I don't know. I haven't checked that far ahead, but I'd like to be. But Tai Chi, is that something you teach at the martial arts?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and because it's not necessarily something you're going to see in the ring, because then you're going to see jiu-jitsu or boxing or any kind of judo or something. Yeah,
Tai Chi is a misunderstanding of what it really is because it became such a health exercise.
Right.
But my Tai Chi master, he grew up in the 60s in Taiwan, and he studied with a true Taoist monk. And I've never met anybody more powerful than the Master Liao, because he's got what they call internal power. And it's just something that very, very few are able to get and be able to apply it. So I look at it this way, as I'm getting older, I kept my flexibility and my youthfulness because of that. So in reality, if you just do hard style training and hitting, eventually it's going to catch up to you, right? Like football players, they just get hit too much.
Arthritis and soreness. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. No, I look forward to hearing that part. I mean, for you to keep doing the rock band stuff, which is grueling, and at a 55 plus, pretty impressive. So
thank you.
I look forward to seeing that. October 8th, doors open at 6:30. Showtime starts at 7 right there on Main Street. And Nick, I appreciate all the time.
Yeah, just real quick, Russ, November 8th, right?
November 8th.
Yeah, I was okay.
Yeah,
very cool. Hey, Russ, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. And to all the people listening, I hope you'll be there because we're gonna have a great night. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna play with Rock of Ages. So come on out, man. It's gonna be a great night.
I appreciate you. Take care, sir.